is JT of the Dead coming at you this Sunday morning. Might be afternoon, evening, night, or whatever where you are. But regardless, good morning. This episode is going to be kind of a little quickie. This is something I'm going to start doing. I've decided, I don't want to just be an updater and just have videos here and there whenever I do pick up stuff or whatever. So I got this idea of doing like a collector spotlight type thing, like or choice selections of the collection, something like that. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. But it's just where I pull random things. Might not even just be movies, like today's is not a movie. Just different things that I've owned and collected over the years, cool stuff that I find, and just talk about it. So yeah, that's what this first episode is going to be about. Don't pay attention to the hat because I just rolled out of bed and wanted to do this video, so I threw a hat on. But first up, in this first episode of what we're going to call this, should we call it choice collections, something like that. We're going to talk about, I just added this to the collection actually, but this is 1990, what year? 1998 Hasbro Universal Monsters Invisible Man doll. This thing is sweet. I think they did, if I remember correct, I remember these being in the stores. I think there's a Dracula, which is son of Dracula. I think he's got the little mustachio, which I think is supposed to be Lon Chaney Jr.'s son of Dracula, if I remember correctly. But yeah, they did son of Dracula. There was a creature. There was Invisible Man, and I think there's a Frankenstein and Bride as well, but they weren't, correct me if I'm wrong, but they weren't in the tubes like this. The only ones in the tubes were Dracula, Invisible Man, and Creature, I think. Am I missing one? I don't know. I think that's it. I'm going to have to research, but apparently these like turn. You can put them on the stand and turn them 360, but he's still in the packaging here, so got a good deal on this. Does have some stickers and crap on there that I'm gonna have to get off with some Goo Gone or something like that. But overall, he's in really good shape. Let's see if we can look at him like this. Got his shades there and his bathrobe, looking all fly. What's it say there? Including rotating display stand, ages 4 and up. So sorry about all you 4-year-olds out there that may want this. Look at that artwork. This is kind of like there's a resurgence. It actually started in the early 90s. A resurgence of the Universal Monsters. Remember when they did? They paired with Pepsi and Doritos, and there was like commercials and standees and stuff all in the store. And that around that time is when I first started like loving the Universal. Like I always loved them. I guess even a little bit before that, watching the movies and stuff like that. But whenever that ad and that campaign kind of came back out, I think it was like I don't know if it was a 50-year anniversary of them or something like that. It was just everywhere, and I loved it. Like, me and my mom would I would go to the grocery store with my mom, and I'd get to see Dracula or Frankenstein, standees on Pepsi carts and Dorito bags, and it was amazing. I loved it. But that carried on through the 90s, really. This was 98, so later 90s, but yeah, it's got a little write-up on the Invisible Man. It says, adapted from the original story by H.G. Wells, The Invisible Man heralds the screen's debut of the gravel-voiced Claude Rains, who lends his voice to a character who is largely a product of special effects. So, got a little write-up on the movie on there. Very cool. I want to track down the others. It'll be probably not something I'll, do soon, so it'll be just as I find them, good deals on them, things like that. So yeah, if you guys have any of these, let me know, or if you guys collect stuff like this. Like I said, I've collected not just DVDs over the years, toys, comics, posters, you name it. But this is we'll go collector spotlight number 1, Invisible Man. Thanks for watching, boys and ghouls. Until next time.